Just waiting for some people to get on here. Oh, there's some people. Lily, Deanna, Sammy. So while we're waiting for some more people to get on, I can chat a little bit about this dry fast. This last hour, I don't know if you guys know that I'm basically from Drayton Valley, Alberta, which is close to Edmonton, Alberta. And Edmonton Oilers are obviously kicking the shit out of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks right now. And basically I was laying in bed, I'm listening to it on the radio because I don't have a TV. And I feel like that kid on the Babe Ruth movie that had cancer, and I'm laying in bed dying of fucking hunger and thirst. And Babe Ruth said he's going to hit 2 home runs for that kid. And it's funny how they just fucking mopped up 5-0 in the first period. So, this dry fast is going good. Yesterday night, this morning, I had my doubts that I was going to be able to grind it out. Because last night my heart was racing pretty hard. And it's like I got so much willpower that I scare myself, because this is like territory I haven't actually been to before. Like, I haven't done a hard dry fast where I went 7 days, okay? The longest I've went is 5 days. Why is it? This thing's not locking up, I hope. Okay, so yesterday was shitty. I felt like shit yesterday. Sleep wasn't very good the night before, but I feel fucking good today. Like, I'm weak, obviously. I'm weak. There's no doubt about it. But I feel pretty goddamn good. So I want to just go over a couple things, like simple basics of fasting. What the fuck does fasting mean? Let's go through that quick. It means you can't fucking have any calories, okay? It means you're drinking either water or you're not fucking drinking anything at all. That's fasting. So when people say that they've done juice fasts, that isn't a fucking fast. Now, what I'm going to do when I come off of this dry fast, when I break this dry fast, I am going to be dry fasting, but drinking juice. That is not juice fasting. I'm still dry fasting, just that my meal is going to be fucking juice. Okay? It's not the same. It's not the same. So when people say they're juice, if I say that I'm drinking juice, I am still fucking fasting all day. And I do not drink fluids during the day. I haven't for a long time, other than when I tried to get fat for this fucking massive cut, the 7-day dry fast, okay? I do not drink fluids anymore during the day. I'm preaching this harder and harder now that I've experimented on myself. You don't need to fucking drink fluids all day if you're getting enough fluids through your food at night. Now, some people are really fat, so they cannot eat enough food to get the fluid they need at night because we need them on a massive cut. That's where the snake juice comes in. Because if you can't get your fluid and potassium through your food, you got to get it somehow. Okay, now, dry fasting. Here's the thing. People are asking about dry fasting. When you dry fast, you're gonna feel like fucking shit eventually. The only way you can calorie-free fast is with water and fucking potassium if you want to feel good and go a long time feeling good. You're never going to feel great doing a dry fast after a certain amount of time. Your body is going to fall off a fucking cliff. And that's when the grind starts. Okay, I've been grinding for this whole fucking dry fast for me was a goddamn grind, because the last time I went into a dry fast, I piled back so much fucking calories the night before that, as far as my body was concerned, that was like 4,000 calories that it had 2 days to use up. Where this time, when I went into the dry fast, I actually had eaten, I ate the night before, but I did a bunch of coconut water and shit before I started the dry fast, so I technically didn't have all those calories in me like I did the first time I did a dry fast. Because I started the dry fast at 3 p.m., where the first time I started at 10 p.m. right after I ate my meal. So there's another, 15 hours where I didn't really eat any food. I just drank a bunch of coconut water. So that made it harder because I fucking didn't get as much food at the start, but I was fatter. How can I dry fast when the Oilers are in the playoffs? See, if you fucking dry fast, the Oilers are going to win the fucking cup. Because I'm dry fasting right now and they got 5 fucking goals in the first period. It's like they think I got cancer. They're like fucking playing for me. Okay, so that's the thing. So now, if you're dry fasting short periods, like let's say you're dry fasting throughout the day, eating your food at night, okay, then that is good because you can still train dry fasted. But once you get to a point where you feel weak, you can't fucking train dry fasted, okay? People keep asking me about that. You can't train dry fasted if you're fucking hardcore into one. A dry fast. Now, there's 2 types of dry fast. There's a soft dry fast and a hard dry fast. A soft dry fast, you can still have showers. Okay? Brushing your teeth really quick with a little bit of water and spitting it out isn't going to really fuck nothing up. But showers will definitely make the fast easier. Your body turns into a fucking sponge when you're dry fasted. And honestly, I don't know if you've seen like the movie Blade, when he's right fucked up, he needs to drink blood, and he jumps in this huge vat of blood, and he comes out and he's got like superpowers. That's basically what would happen to me right now if I went and threw a bath. If I ran a bath right now, and I threw a shitload of potassium in the bath water, and some sodium, I guarantee you if I sat in there for an hour, I'd feel like a fucking $1,000,000 because my body would suck that water up, and I know I'd even get on the scale and I'd actually gain a bunch of weight because your body makes a shift. Like, your skin is like a kidney. Your skin is like your 3rd kidney, and it'll pull in. It's gonna, when you get dry fasted, it doesn't excrete a bunch of fluid anymore. I haven't sweated for 3 fucking days, but I've been hot and cold. I'm a little chilly now, but I've been really hot a few times, right? So this morning, I woke up at like fucking 4 in the morning, felt like shit, and I was like, this is gonna be fucking hard, I gotta shake this up. So I went down to the lake, and it was chilly out, like it wasn't fucking hot out. It rained last night. It was 6 in the morning. I went right to the edge of the beach and took my shirt off, and I just soaked it up. It shocked me. It felt good. I was getting some moisture towards my skin, you know, just whatever's in the air. Even your body will take it up when you dry fast. I did that for about half hour, 45 minutes. Got a little bit of a chill. Came back to the house, laid down, and I fucking slept like a baby for 3 hours. Woke up, felt like $1,000,000. How many days can you go back to training after dry fasting? No, fuck. Okay, all depends how long the dry fast is. So the one girl here is asking how long you can go train. This fucking dry fast I'm doing 7 days, I'm not going to train for at least probably 3 days. Because your muscles, like you could fucking tear a goddamn muscle. Like your body's been in sleeping. Seriously, my body has been in true fucking just starvation. What's the word I'm looking for? Like basically survival mode. Like survival mode for the last 3+ days. I'm talking true survival mode where I can't do anything. I have no fucking energy. It's like it's like you got cancer and you just are laying there, and this is exactly how they fucking beat cancer if they wouldn't stuff the fucking ensures down people's mouths when they got cancer and just let them lay there. And you know what's funny? I was talking to a girl, and guess what they give people when they're fucked up really bad in the hospital? Fucking salt water and potassium. Exactly what the fucking snake juice is. And guess what else? They take people off all their fucking meds. They don't give, when somebody's on their deathbed, when they can't even eat anymore because they're so fucked up, they're on potassium and sodium, and it actually makes them prolong their life a bit, and they're not taking any medication in their fucking mouth. So go figure. And then as soon as they're out of the hospital, they're on fucking meds again. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. It just goes to show how they don't even need the cocksucking meds. Pardon my French. Just gonna check, I might have missed a question here. I'm doing a 5-day fast. Would it be okay to do a dry fast for the last 2 days, or should I start with... So the best way to do it, if you're gonna do something like that, dry fast first. If you dry fast first, you could, and then go and do a wet fast after you've had enough dry fast. So say you're dying, and then go in, move yourself into a wet fast. But you don't have to cut the fucking calories out of the food or out of the liquids. So say if you do a 3-day dry fast and you want to move into a wet fast, fucking just Make yourself like a 3-hour liquid window. It doesn't have to be just water. Pound back like 2 liters of fucking, like a liter of coconut water and maybe like a liter of grape juice and a bunch of lemon juice is what I'm using for actually a fucking bit of a cleanse. And then just pound that back for a couple hours and then dry fast again. But now you just got hydrated. Hydrate yourself for 2-3 hours, then dry fast again. And then the next night, hydrate yourself for 2-3 hours, then dry fast again. This is like, there's a guy I listen to, he's pretty good. He's an old guy, he's fucking done a lot of dry fasting, he does like these cleanses. And he's one of the guys that actually I listen to a lot on the internet. And he's done like 40-day fucking cleanses like this. Now this is okay. This isn't a fucking juice fast. You could call this a juice cleanse combined with dry fasting. So you dry fast all day and then drink 2 liters of fluid. And like the grape juice I got is basically 2,000 milligrams of potassium for a liter. Okay, so 2 liters is going to yield me about 4,000. I'm going to knock back a half a bottle of lemon juice with the 2 liters of grape juice. Each, actually I'll probably do a whole bottle of lemon juice. So half a bottle of lemon juice with a liter of grape juice. Then I'm going to throw some apple cider vinegar in there. And then I might knock back some potassium, or not potassium, sorry, baking soda right at the end of the night, right before bed, in like maybe 500 mils of water. After I've drank all this fucking juice for about 3 hours kind of thing. 2 hours, 3 hours, depends on how my body feels. I have had dry mouth. The dry mouth will go away in time. Your body's adapting. All this shit you guys are going through, it's your body saying, holy fuck, you're actually trying to fix me. Okay? A lot of these are all withdrawal symptoms. Kidney, like even, not last night, yeah, maybe last night, my one kidney, it would kind of like, you know when you get zapped by like, if you had one of those muscle contracting machines that like makes you flex, it was like doing a little twitching in the back. And I know, because I fucking have good mentors, and I know that when that's happening, what it's doing is your kidneys are actually trying to fucking make some filtration happen. And you'll notice that you'll go piss, if you're having some good kidney filtration, you'll piss like a bunch of fucking shit, and it'll be almost cloudy, and if you let it settle, there'll be blatant solid sediment. Like this is fucking kidney filtration. Most people have piss poor kidney filtration. I hear everyone uses baking soda before starting dry fast. So baking soda essentially will alkalize your kidneys, because you're going to put your kidneys in quite an acidic state through the dry fast, which is fine, but you definitely don't want to just pound fucking food, because it's about the slowness, okay? Because when you start dry fasting, your kidneys already, because your kidneys aren't filtering worth of shit, so they're like, almost like if you took a sponge and rang it, they're tight, okay? They're not fucking kicking the toxins. Not even the yeah, lots of acidity from the cells. This is all from what's the word? Loss of words there. Basically all your cells have a bunch of shit in them and they get into the lymphatic system and your kidneys end up kicking that shit out. That's all the acidity and toxins. So your kidneys are tight right now because they're fucked up because your bad diet. And what you're doing is you're trying to relax them and let them open. But dry fasting keeps them tight and it gives them a chance to heal, like actual heal damage. And then when you come off the dry fast, but I'm talking dry fasts that are long. Like if you're doing like I said, we're eating like a meal most nights and then maybe doing a dry fast once a week of about 48 hours or maybe even, 48 hours is getting fairly late. Like that's a good dry fast, or 72. Then what you're doing, that dry fast where you dry fast all day and then eat all your food and drink all your fluid in like a tight eating window. Because the fluid, especially the fluid has calories, it has to be drank with the fucking meal because it's got calories. Water doesn't have to be because it doesn't have calories. Okay? So don't confuse that. So you can drink fluids that have calories, but they got to be in a tight eating window. And that kind of a dry fast, that short little dry fast, you won't have any issues. You don't even have to worry about how you come off that one. But you have to start worrying about how you go into and come off long fucking dry fast. Yes, or your body will start kicking toxins way too fast and you'll fucking probably you'll have some massive withdrawals. And you'll have some massive shit that could fucking happen with your body. Like, fucking pass a kidney stone. Fucking shit like this. That's what'll happen if you get too fucking aggressive. Like even me, I've been fasting a long time. The 7-day fast, there's stories on the internet where people do a dry fast when they're dirty still, like when their body's dirty. Like I'm clean. I've been fasting for so goddamn long. Like my body's really clean. and my kidneys are working very well. But like people that have issues, a dry fast at the start is so cleansing, it can give them massive fucking issues. Like there's this one story on the internet, this guy, like 48 hours in, he was on the toilet and just shitting out black. Like, just unbelievable the shit that starts coming out of your body. 6-0, somebody just messaged me, holy shit. Yeah, the hockey game's on, but they're winning 5-0 first period, so I'm not too fucking worried about it. But, like, worried about them losing, I am worried about it, because it's fun. They're finally doing good, they got a fucking team. You know, they just compared them, they haven't had this good a start since 1985, when Gretzky still fucking played for them, when they had a period where they had 7 fucking goals. The grape juice has a shit ton of sugar. Okay, let's get into that. Good point. Yeah, grape juice has a shit ton of sugar. This is not a fucking ketogenic diet. That's what I keep telling people. Okay? Fat people, eating keto is going to be good, but still fruit is more nutritious than fucking vegetables any day of the fucking week. Okay? This is because it grows high up, it gets more sun. Any ground vegetable is not as nutritious as fucking fruit. It's simple as that. Now, yes, fruit has fucking sugar. It will spike your insulin more than, say, a vegetable will. But when you're fasting, this is the thing. If you're dry fasting throughout the whole of the day, you can pound fucking fruit at night and you're not going to gain a goddamn pound. I showed people how fast I was in ketosis after I drank 2 liters of coconut water. Okay? And I was in ketosis in 14 hours. You're in ketosis long before that. So this is the thing. As long as you're fasting and keeping all your fucking calories in a tight eating window, fruit will not be as beneficial when it comes to losing weight. But I'll tell you right this, if you went just on a juice, where you were just drinking juice at the end of the day, like for a cleanse, you're going to still cut fucking weight and your insulin's going to be nice and low most of the day. It's the same as when I did the McDonald's diet. I was spiking the fuck out of my insulin every day when I ate my McDonald's, and I was still fucking stayed the same damn weight. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell people, a ketogenic routine, this is the truth. I'm starting to change a little bit that I fucking, just because I'm getting, every time I do a hard dry fast or a hard fast like this, I learn shit. Because I'm looking on the internet and reading these testimonials and shit. And a ketogenic diet, if you are dry fasting all fucking day and getting your fluid in at night, and not putting nothing in your mouth all day, the best fucking way to eat, hands down, is going to be whatever good fatty meat source you have that's organic, and a fucking shitload of fruit and vegetables. Fruit and vegetables, that's going to be the best fucking diet out there. Simple as that overall, if you're dry fasting throughout the whole of the day every day. Now, as soon as you're drinking water throughout the whole of the day every day, you're going to stash water, then it's going to be tougher to lose weight. Okay? But it's all about that tight fucking eating window. That's what I preach, and that's why I don't want fucking people running their mouth about fucking food. Because it's not a ketogenic diet. What we're preaching is fasting, and even more hardcore dry fasting. So here's a good example. If you took somebody eating keto, like keto meaning like straight up fucking, low protein, high fat, lots of veggies, straight veggies, no fruit, okay? I will definitely fucking have more strength than that keto fucking person if I dry fast all day and I'm pounding fatty meat and pounding fucking fruit and some vegetables. I would guarantee it. Because you're still going to get that glycogen kick. Now, the other problem with that is you're going to have fucking some hunger issues because of the fucking sugar the next day. So obviously when you're going with the low carb routine, it's easier to beat that hunger issue. That's why all you fat people don't need to be eating fruit. At this point, try to cut the fat as fast as you can. Water fasting with tiny fucking meals as long as you can, making sure you got the potassium in there so you still feel good. That's what the thing is, to get aggressive with the weight loss. The most aggressive weight loss routine is going to be tiny fucking meals, a pile of vegetables. Don't worry about high fat. Just worry about low fucking carb. I don't need to eat a pile of fat. Well, what's the point? It's just calories. Just have fatty meats because you get more nutrition from the fucking fat. Okay? So lots of vegetables, fatty meats, small amount, long ass fasting periods on the water with the potassium is going to be the most aggressive way to cut fucking weight. But the best fucking eating routine is not that eating routine for performance. For performance, it is not. You cut the weight fast, you can fucking loosen up that eating routine. You can go to eating meat, vegetables, and fruit, tight eating window, lots of fucking volume worth of water in the fruit and vegetables. Go to a dry fasting routine where you don't drink any fluids all fucking day and you pack all your food into about even a 3-hour window. And then you can fuck around with the calories a little bit. It's that simple. I hope that clarifies a lot for people. Before I started trying to get fat, I was eating, like I said, a pile of fucking fruit. I was eating like a half a watermelon every night as my last part of my meal because that was my water source. And it's a pure water source. Like even Evian, all the water's out there. Nothing's going to be fucking truly as good as like water right up the side of a mountain, but you still don't even need that. Water is not nearly as hydrating as fucking fluid from food. Okay? Fluid from vegetables, fluid from fruit is 20 fucking times more hydrating. For one, it has way more retention time in your stomach. So there's that. So when I dry fast, guess what? When I dry fast and eat fruit, I can actually get away with a little less potassium. Why do you think I can get away with less potassium? Because I'm not flushing potassium all day. The reason we have to take all that potassium to keep our energy up is because we're drinking water all fucking day flushing potassium. So you gotta make it up. But as soon as you're dry fasting, all the potassium you stored from the night before and all the fucking fruit and vegetables you eat, or veggies for the fat people, fruit for the people that start to get lean, all the potassium is stashed, you basically aren't gonna be flushing it all fucking day the next day because you're not drinking water. That's how it works. The best routine. You should be dry fasting. Once you get good at this, dry fast as long as you fucking can every day. And then when you eat, if you want to stay on a keto routine because you want to keep the insulin spikes as low as possible, go with fatty meat, very little amount, lots of vegetables. Use cucumbers. Excellent for hydration. Always have cucumbers at home. Eat those because those are going to be like almost your swap for water. And there's lots of potassium. So like a little meal example would be, let's say you ate a small little chunk of fatty steak, and then maybe you had, we're trying to keep calories down so we don't need a bunch of fucking fat, but maybe you had a little bit of butter, maybe you had a couple nuts, like you just don't need a bunch of nuts. And then what you do is you eat some vegetables, you eat a little mix of veggies, and then you eat a fuckload of cucumbers. And that'll give you your water hit. And you'll be nice and fucking, and you might even still think you want more fluid when you go to bed because the water hasn't hit your system yet because it takes a while for it to get out of the food you ate versus water you just pound back. But a lot of that water goes right out of you, right? With the food though, you'll be blown away. You're actually getting hydrated through the night. You're actually getting hydrated through the night because those vegetables got that retention time. This water thing's huge. This water thing is fucking huge for weight loss, for health, for everything. Everybody drinks too much fucking water. Yep, seems like now I ate a ton. Okay, all 3-hour window. Perfect. Like if people wanted to even try, like if you wanted to try a fast, say you wanted to kick the snake juice, a routine to try would be this. You could go with 2 liters of coconut water every night. You could go even a liter of coconut water, a liter of grape juice with lemon juice mixed in a tight ass window. Like I'm talking 3 hours to drink these fluids because there is fucking calories and sugar, right? So that's why they have to treat it like a meal. Treat those fluids like a fucking meal, just like, and then you would dry fast right up to where you drank those fluids. You could technically water fast up to where you drank those fluids, but why the fuck would you? Because you'd just be basically, if you don't have the potassium in your water, you're just going to be urinating out fucking potassium. So all that fluid you're going to take in that window from them juices and the coconut water, etc., will give you enough potassium to carry out your whole fucking next day. And by drinking water the next day, you're just fucking yourself over. Because it's going to make you piss out potassium that you stored up nicely. You don't need all the extra fluid volume. 2 fucking liters is enough for almost anybody. What do we got here? What about those that sweat like crazy? Say, for example, have hyper fucking hydrosis. You sweat. Okay, you're sweating like crazy. This is funny because the reason you're sweating, you got a lot of fat on your body. You're hot, right? You just got to lose weight first. Don't compare yourself to somebody that's healthy. Any things like excessive sweating, fucking skin conditions, all this shit, if you're overweight, you're not you are not natural. You're not in a natural fucking state. Okay? So any fucking things that are going on with your body right now, you're all fucked up. There's probably hardly anybody that's truly in a healthiest state they could be. Anything that's happening, as soon as you're like, well, what if you're this or what if you're that? You're not that. You just created that bullshit. You've just created that fucking bullshit. You're not that. Start fucking fasting, lose a bunch of weight, all those issues will go away. Would they still be flushing all their potassium and therefore need to put in? Yeah, because see, the only other way your body is going to get potassium, if you're not taking it in through, okay, you can get it, okay, let's talk about potassium for a sec. You can get it through food, which we can't eat all fucking day. We got to eat in a tight window because that's the whole fucking point of fasting, to keep the insulin low all day. You can get it through the snake juice from potassium supplement like the no salt, or you can get it from your fucking body fat when you break down body fat cells dry fasting for over 48 hours like what state I'm in right now. But that's just survival mode potassium. I don't have enough excess potassium to go fucking run a track meet. Okay, I got enough to get by right now. I got enough to get by. That's how that works. So anybody that's drinking excessive plain fucking water, the reason you always feel shitty, I see this all the time on the group, if you fasted on fucking shitty ass town tap water right now and tried to water fast for a few days in a row, you'd be fucked up. I'll tell you right now. And the other thing, if you're gonna shoot the potassium, if you got a stomach ache, that's why. Drink the fucking potassium throughout the day if you're gonna water fast. Or stop water fasting and dry fast. And then you can get all your potassium in your tight window at the end of the day. Then you don't even have to drink the snake juice, but you won't be drinking nothing doing that. You're not going to drink any fluid doing that. Okay? If you went, because I had somebody mention this before, because the longest I went, before I was wiser, I used to always water fast on San Pellegrinos, because that fucking carbon dioxide, it makes you feel full. But I would overeat like crazy. So I'd stockpile all this potassium before I went into a 72-hour fast on the San Pellegrino. No salt or no fucking, no salt. No salt at all. Like just the water. And every time come day 3, I'd get twitches in my muscles and I'd feel weak. And I was eating like 7,000 fucking calories worth of food before I go into that 72-hour fast. Where you fat people aren't eating even close to that. You're eating like 500 fucking calories or maybe 1,000 going into a 3-day fast. So if you're eating 1,000 calories of food, getting like fuck all for potassium, going into a 3-day fast, have fun fucking fasting on fucking distilled water or tap water. You'll be fucked up and feel like shit in 48 hours. I guarantee it. My feet and toes cramped up when I dry fast. That's okay. You're getting cramps because you're low on fucking potassium. It's always potassium when you're cramping up. Almost 100% of the time. Anything I can do to make cramps go away. I was menstruating you're low on potassium. Whatever you're drinking, you're over drinking water, pissing out too much potassium, or not taking enough. Could you drink the 2 liter of snake juice, do baking soda after a few hours, and then dry fast? Well, no. If you're going to go into the dry fast, why fucking take the supplement? That no salt. If you're going to do a dry fast, go into the dry fast and drink a good fucking electrolyte source that's better than that. Like that no salt is just when you're doing long ass wet fasts to try to feel good while you're cutting weight if you're really obese. But if you're going to go into a dry fast, you're going into it to try to heal. Drink fucking coconut water. Drink coconut water and then give your body a little break and then drink the baking soda right before you go into the dry fast. You could do that. Because the baking soda should be the last thing because it will affect how you digest the coconut water a little bit. So I always like to do baking soda nowhere near any fucking sort of fucking caloric intake. G-Day. What's G-Day? Or Great Day or Birthday? So why is town water so bad? Okay, town water, they got shit in the water to fucking make sure the pipes don't get corroded. So that should be enough of an answer right there. Basically corrosion inhibitor type shit. There's fucking still fluoride in the goddamn water. That doesn't need to be there. All sorts of shit. It's processed fucking water. Okay, they're taking water from a water source that's dirty and they're fucking adding a bunch of chemicals to make it good. So it's fucking trash. Try it out. Don't fucking take my word for it. I don't even want you to try it because I know some of you are in bad enough health you'll have fucking heart palpitations if you went and tried to do a water fast in fucking town water with nothing added to it. Now you could take the town water, add the fucking no salt, lemon juice, pink salt, and, you know, some apple cider vinegar or whatever, and give it some good electrolytes, and you'll get away on that. But if you went and water fasted on fucking town water right now, trust me on this, you'll fucking feel like shit. And you'll want more and more water. Like, it just makes you thirsty. Water fucking dehydrates the fuck out of you. Okay? Especially if it's empty water. If it's an empty water source, it dehydrates the fuck out of you. If it's a really good water source, you can tell when you take a drink, it lasts. We got something on the cupboard right here that my buddy picked up from the spring in Rimbey. If you take a drink of this fucking shit, this is good water. But still, it's unnecessary to drink fucking water all goddamn day. Okay? It's unnecessary. That's why town water, it's processed fucking water. Any processed water is going to be shit. Okay? If the water comes from a fucking spring, like, and don't just go buy bottles that say spring water. It doesn't mean anything. They can put whatever the fuck they want on the bottle. This is important. Because when you start fasting, the reason you didn't notice it before with town water is because you eat so much fucking food all day that you're getting all these minerals from the food. So your water source is really poor quality, but you don't even notice it. Except you're fucking pissing all day and you're fat because you're eating all day to make up for that. Soon as you fucking start fasting, bad water shows its true colors in a fucking hurry. Try it. Try it. Take fucking town water. Take fucking San Pellegrino, take Evian, don't add anything to it, and fucking start a fast, and you tell me which one fucking hydrates you the best. I guarantee the town water will be the shittiest of them all, or maybe some cheap distilled bottled water won't be good either. I've never been able to drink tap water, haven't had it in 20 years. And there you go. So here, use me as an example again. I grew up out in the country when we had wicked fucking well water, like the best water you're gonna have. As soon as I moved to the city, I was pissing like a fucking racehorse every night. I thought something was wrong with me. It's because of the fucking water. And then I remember I used to preach to drink fucking 100 liters of water a day. Fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. Because then you turn into an aquaholic. Like I said, you don't get water adapted. My body right now is literally breaking down fat cells to get electrolyte. So these people, like I mentioned in that video I made today, anybody's like, oh, it's all just water you're losing. Well, there's going to be that endogenous water that's in your fucking fat cells, that makes up the fat cell. So if you got a fat cell that's this big, and 50% of it is electrolyte, 50% of it's glycerol, if I can fucking dry fast and get that fat cell to break down, where my body uses that water and roasts that glycerol, geez, I have that much less volume on my gut. Does it make sense? That's why dry fasting you end up burning more fat too, because your body's got to go to the cells for two reasons. It's got to go there for energy and for fucking hydration. But when you water fast, it doesn't. It doesn't have to do that. That's why dry fasting is fucking optimal. Let's take a look here. When one is healthy and not overweight, too. Don't know what that one was about. So when doing a wet fast, I do have to drink the snake juice. I usually forget to drink it. See? That's why you probably feel like shit. You have to if you're wet fasting, you have to fucking drink the goddamn potassium. You have to, if you want to feel good. If you want to feel like shit, it's like either drink water and potassium or drink nothing. Because if just drinking water is going to kick fucking potassium out. You're better off dry fasting because at least you're not pissing out all the potassium that you at least have at the moment. Right? That's why. I hope people understand that. You gotta fucking get the potassium in if you plan on feeling good on a long ass fast. If you want to do a long dry fast, you're never gonna fucking feel good. Dry fasting's not for that. Like if I fucking had a bottle of snake juice here right now, I could probably fucking be hydrated enough by tomorrow morning. I couldn't go to the gym tomorrow because I've dry fasted way too long. But I would have the energy to go to the fucking gym tomorrow because I just need that potassium kick. You know, but I don't want to take the water in right now because I'm trying to get my body to break down fucking body fat to get the water and heal all sorts of other stuff. Is there a window every evening to drink fluids while dry fasting? Yes. If you are dry fasting throughout the day, let's say you get up at 7 a.m. and then you decide to crack your dry fast at 6 p.m. You can basically have whatever the fuck you want in that window. If you wanted to drink fluids fucking with sugar in them, they're not optimal for fat loss, but that's when you would drink them. The dry fasting will kind of compensate that. Like you can get away with a lot more fruit and sugary fucking juices with dry fasting, right? Because your body is literally just amped up that much more. And what happens is like your body just gets so used to being at a deficit, and then when you give it something, it soaks it up. It doesn't just leave your body. Like when I break this fast, when I break this dry fast on Tuesday, I will probably drink that liter of coconut water to start it off. I'll down a fucking liter of coconut water. Guarantee I won't even fucking use the bathroom still. And then I'll start drinking the grape juice. And by then, that's 4 liters of water. I probably will finally use the bathroom after maybe 2 liters of downing it in like a couple hours. Okay, my body will suck that shit up. Where aquaholics' bodies won't suck it up. They just piss it out. I got an eyelash in my fucking eye. Okay? That's how it goes. The fluid, the tight window, calories only in the window, fluid or food, whatever it is, calories only in the window. And dry fasting is going to basically save potassium. Water fasting without potassium is going to make you piss out potassium like crazy. That's fucking garbage. The best thing now, if you were getting enough potassium in your meal, say you're eating like keto, and you eat a pile of vegetables, if you're getting enough potassium by eating that much vegetables, chances are you don't even need to drink fucking water anyway, because you ate like over 1 kilo of vegetables or 1.5 kilograms of vegetables. That's like 1.5 liters of water. If you ate all those vegetables, why the fuck would you drink water afterwards? If you feel hydrated, don't drink water the next whole day. There's no point. But most of you aren't eating that many vegetables because you can't, because you're trying not to eat as much food because you're fat. And that's why you got to get the potassium. And now you can take the potassium with your food. And then you can cut it out a little bit out of the water. Okay? But either way, it's going to be better to get your fluid and everything in the tightest window possible. Like let's say you ate a really small meal, like 500 calories. Alright? And let's say you put all your no salt on your food. Well, so you got your potassium, but the thing is you didn't get enough water from that meal. You didn't get enough fluid to hydrate yourself from a little 500 calorie meal. So in that situation, you'd have to drink water. Now, if you want the water to taste better, you can put the potassium in your meal and then fucking knock back the water. Shooting potassium on an empty stomach in a small concentration will fucking make you feel like fucking shit and give you a stomach ache. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. How long would the window be at night to drink after a dry fast all day? Tighter the better, right? Tighter the better. If you can eat like a pig like me, perfect thing is to I was eating, well, I wasn't drinking any, like if you do drink, but I wasn't drinking any fluids. I was just eating fruit. So like, I'd eat, I would eat, not you, because I needed my full calorie count. So I'd eat like a 300 or 400 gram steak, maybe a couple eggs, maybe some nuts, and then I would pound back fruit. I might eat like a whole kilogram of kiwis, and then I'd eat like half a watermelon. I might even eat like 6 apples while I'm waiting for my steak to cook. And if it's enough fluid in that fruit, that I'd go the whole next day and not drink a drop of fluid. Okay? Now, if you can't eat as much as me, and you need to get the fluid in still in the window, that's when you can go to liquids. That's when you can go to the coconut waters and the grape juice, right? Things like that. And that's still not optimal for fat loss. Optimal for fat loss is going to be still like the potassium, the no salt, and then water with your meal, and then a tight meal. It's going to be still better to get the water in the same window as the meal. So for everybody that's just drinking snake juice and eating small meals, it's always going to be the best to get your water in still in a tighter window with your meal. So if you started drinking your water with the snake juice at like, say, 4 o'clock at night, then start eating your meal at 6 or whatever. Everything, tight windows with everything. Keep everything in a tight window if you can. Are you saying that dry fast every day, all day? Yeah, dry fast every fucking day, all the time. Every day. If you get used to that, you'll see 20 times better results with your skin and everything. Every day, but make sure you're still going to get your hydration. So that's where, but the best way is you want to get water adapted first. So it's nice to do a longer dry fast before you start doing that. Because then your body naturally will pull your body water off your fat cells. So yeah, so dry fast every day, and then yeah, that'd be optimal. That's not for beginners though. Beginners, start easy. Mix up the fucking snake juice. Try to maybe dry fast till noon. Drink the snake juice. Don't be a fucking pussy. Drink it throughout the day with all the fucking potassium in it. Don't shoot the potassium. Okay, deal with the fucking taste. That's your fault you got fat. Deal with the fucking taste. And then eat your tiny ass meal at night. Most of you could go 48s like fuck all, maybe throw in 72s. I did shots of potassium because it tastes like shit. Exactly, don't be a fucking crybaby. Okay? This is the thing. So now you're getting lean enough. Now you get away from that if you wanted to. What you could do, like I said, don't worry about fucking keto so much. Okay? Dry fast all day, and then in your eating window, drink a liter of coconut water. Because that's going to give you 2,000 milligrams of potassium. That probably would be enough if you're dry fasting throughout the day. That isn't going to be enough if you're fucking still water fasting, because water fasting will kick fucking electrolyte. So you see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. There's just combinations of everything. There's certain things that are more aggressive, certain things that are less aggressive. But the best way you're going to be able to eat in the end is going to be dry fasting all fucking day, and eating all your food in a tight window, and getting hydrated via food, even just eating cucumbers right at the end of your meal. Just pound cucumbers till your stuff full, and then go to bed. You'll fucking get so hydrated overnight, you'll feel like $1 million the next day. You won't need a drop of water. And if you did need a drop of water, you'll get used to it. And if you're highly active, you'll know that you just need to open up your eating window a little bit, which is fine to open up the eating window. It's okay to eat in like a 6-hour eating window, but this is not fucking mainstream intermittent fasting. So what do we do because we have to open up our eating window if we can't eat enough food like me to have a tight eating window? You still fucking do 48s and 72s once a week. Always. It's always the health benefit. You always want to be doing 48, 72 or longer fasts here and there for the health aspect. The long fasts are for the fucking health aspect. I can cut fat off somebody like you would not believe eating one meal a day. But they're not getting the fucking health benefits of the longer fast. That's why the 1 meal a day fucking diet's a joke. And like I used to pump that because I was like, but I was already fasting longer. I wasn't doing 1 meal a day. I was fasting longer. I wasn't as confident because, there's still that fear, that stigma a little bit. So I didn't want people to know that I was fucking doing like 48 and 72 hour fasts all the time. I wasn't pushing it, but now I do. And that's the whole problem with the fucking 1 meal a day diet. The only fucking way you're going to lose any weight doing that routine is if you're eating a tiny fucking meal every night. Tiny. Like most of the women need like 500 fucking calories. That's what I've seen actually get results. They're eating 1,000 calories, they don't even fucking lose weight because there's just not enough muscle mass there. I don't give a fuck what my fitness fucking pal or what those apps say. They don't even go below 1,200 calories. So see, 1 meal a day, you gotta eat such a small meal to get any results that you have to fucking drink the snake juice. Because you're never gonna get in the fucking enough potassium eating a 500 calorie fucking meal. Unless you're drinking the snake juice. Or unless you can eat a fucking pile of volume and you can eat like 1 kilogram of cucumbers. Because there's no calories there. But most of you can't do that. So that's the thing. That's why a 1 meal a day diet's a fucking joke. You're never gonna fucking lose weight doing that. You gotta be more aggressive than that. The only way to get more aggressive is to cut carbs, fucking drink the snake juice for the potassium till you get leaner and lighter. Then you can start fucking around with adding some carbohydrates in from fruit. Because fruit is good for you, but you fucking don't eat it because you got fat. That's the punishment you get. That's the punishment you get because of getting fat. You don't get to fucking have fucking fun with food. Once you get fucking lean, then you can have fun with food again. Let's see here. So, a couple things I'll talk about even with the dry fasting. So right now I got like no glycogen in my muscles, no nothing. So every bit of weight that goes down on that scale over here, that is water coming from my body fat cells being broken down. That's the only thing that's hydrating me right now is my fucking body fat. What I'm trying to say is a fat person that is fucking adapted to this shit, they can dry fast for a long time. Especially if they're making water contact. If they're dry fasting, making water contact, like jumping into a lake and sitting in there for 2 hours a day, fuck, you could go so long without eating. Or drinking water. It's unfucking believable. Because even me, like, you guys seen pictures of me, like, I'm getting, like, fuck, I'm getting pretty light here now. I'm under 170 pounds. And that's getting lean for me, and I'm still making it. I'm not dead yet. You know, the fucking naysayers, like, they tell you can't go 3 days without water. Of course they'd fucking tell you that so they can sell you fucking water. Crooks. You know, like, you don't need, look at all the water we waste. It's unfucking believable. The water we waste, the fresh water, we got enough fresh water in the world to go around 20,000 fucking times if people weren't fucking food addicts and alcoholics. Like, it's just unbelievable. Same goes with the food. We have enough organic food to go around 10,000 times too if people weren't such fucking pigs. It's unreal. When having a cheat meal, there is no fucking cheat meals. Mother's Day family dinner. Okay. Do we fast for the next 2 days? Okay, if you fucking absolutely need to cheat, cheater, you're a fucking cheater. Okay? You always fast, just fast before and after. Look at the, keep an eye on the scale. Now, if it's a planned cheat meal, it's different. But certain foods are just trash. Cake is trash. Okay, if you're gonna eat like something like, if there's a bunch of fruit, fine. It's a cheat because maybe you're trying to go low carb. But plan the cheats and then they're not really a cheat, they're proactive. Cheating to me is, a cheat to me would have been me breaking my fucking dry fast today when I told myself I'd go 7 fucking days. Now, that's just, you gotta, obviously, if I felt really fucked, I'd have to use my, you know, I'd have to use some good judgment there. But that's the thing with that. Cheat meals, don't eat dirty food. It's not about fucking, this isn't about being able to fucking eat garbage food. I'm trying to teach people to fucking have a high enough vibration that they don't even want to put the garbage in their body. Don't make excuses and trickery ways how you can get in a piece of fucking cake or drink booze on a Saturday night. Learn to just not drink it. It's fucking junk. It fucking kills you. Fuck. People just quit fucking people, it's always like they're trying to fucking make a way to fucking still have their addictions. This is fucking addictions rehab 101. This is the whole fucking point of this. Quit, you don't need cake. You don't need the shit. Fucking face your social circle. Face your fear of judgment. Tell them to fuck off. I still got people that won't even add their goddamn friends to my group. I tell them I'm going to give them free help. And I got 3 tasks that I make people do. One of them is add 50 of their friends to my group. 2 is they got to give me a fucking review to spool up my page, my Facebook page. 3, they got to paste my pin post on their wall. So I make them face that fear of judgment. There's still fucking people that won't fucking add their goddamn friends. Like, no wonder you're fat, because you're fucking scared. That's why. You got fat because you're scared of judgment. However it might have been. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you're scared not to drink booze because people are going to be, oh, you don't drink, you're a loser, you're a nerd, or some fucking bullshit like this. You got to be tough. You got to tell those people to fuck off. And if you fucking can't tell them to fuck off, then send them one of my YouTube videos. And I'll tell them to fuck off for you. I'm really amped up on adrenaline and cortisol right now. It's probably why I'm so aggressive. Even though I could probably get beat up by a 6-year-old boy right now because I'm so fucking weak. But I feel tough. Just because the water boy is a cheater. Just because the water boy is a cheater? I don't fucking know what that means even. Yeah, like, if you know, you want to get to the point where you don't want the fucking sweet, sweet shit. Like, you should be to the point where a piece of cheesecake literally makes you feel like shit. Why the fuck would you eat it? If you're gonna cheat, cheat healthy. Eat a bunch of fucking watermelon. Eat a bunch of, like, good, clean fruit. Like, don't fucking cheat on junk. Don't drink booze. Booze, what did that ever get you other than into fights and fucking broken-ass relationships? Yeah, booze is real good for you. What did that ever get you except the fucked liver and type fucking 2 or type 1 diabetes? That's how people get diabetes. They get it from eating garbage and drinking booze. Do you want diabetes? Do you want to fucking get diabetes so bad you gotta get your fucking hands and feet cut off? Is that what you want? Like, give your fucking head a shake. People fucking, like, making excuses to poison yourself. Even people, like, I can't fucking stand this. You go to the grocery store, or somebody tells you, oh, there's a wicked deal on fucking Sour Soothers. There's a wicked deal on Kit Kats. They're not a deal because they should be paying you to eat that shit because it's fucking garbage. And you're still paying for it. You still will go and buy it. Like, they couldn't pay me to eat it. The only time I eat garbage anymore is when I'm doing an experiment to teach you guys something. It's the only time I eat garbage. They couldn't fucking pay me to eat that crap on a regular basis. Does that make sense? You're not getting a deal. You're not getting a fucking deal on food. If it's junk food, you might as well be throwing your money in the garbage can. Fuck. You might as well throw your money in the garbage can. Go in your fucking... I challenge everybody watching this to go into their fridge tonight and see what's fucking in there that's junk. Anything that is fucking processed, that has fucking got a pile of sugar in it that's processed sugar, anything that's fucking bread, anything that's wheat, is gonna be trash. Any dressings you have that have sugar in them, fucking trash. You know, like, you're paying for this stuff. You're paying for it. It's out of your wallet. Plus, it hurts your health. See, I want to be a guy when I'm fucking 60 or 70 years old, if I don't get assassinated by Big Pharma before that. I want to be a guy that if I live that long, I want to be able to still go work and do labor if I had to. See, the reason people are scared of retirement, because most of them are so fucking old that they're actually scared of fucking being broke and scared of death. See, if you're healthy, you could be 60 or 70 years old and not be scared of retirement. Or because, you know why? You could just go get a fucking job and work if you had to. Most people that are that old can't do anything anymore because they fucked their bodies so bad trying to make a buck for retirement. If you're looking forward to retirement, you might as well fucking, your life must suck. I fucking can't stand listening to people who talk about fucking retirement or their 5 or 10 year plan. If I would have made a fucking 5-year plan, like, could you imagine making this is off topic a bit now, but could you imagine making a 5-year plan and your plan was to make $1 million? And then you made your $1 million and you're like, okay, yeah, I made my million. But could you imagine if you would have just been more aggressive? Could you imagine if you made your $1 million after only 2 years and then you just sat back? Could you imagine you might have made $100 million in 5 years? You might have actually found your real passion and actually faced some fucking fear. You see, planning shit is a fucking joke. But facing your fears, small amounts, that's such a fucking... I hate that word, face your fear. But in small amounts every day. You know, people are scared of dry fasting, go fucking try it. You know, people are scared of water fasting, go fucking try it. People are even scared of eating a high-fat diet, for fuck's sakes. Go fucking try that. And then just get more aggressive, more aggressive. And then you get like me, where you need nothing. I don't need anything anymore. I used to. I don't anymore. Because I know that I can live for so cheap and I have fun with nothing. That's the level you got to get to. You don't need your little addictions. Because a lot of you are just working your job making 100 grand a year, or 50 to 200 grand a year, just to pay for your addictions anyway. Just lose the addictions. Because then the reason you have the addictions is because you're stressed out about a job you hate. Fuck. It's just this massive cycle. Okay? This guy here says, I cleaned the fridge out yesterday, starting tonight. I'm going 6-day water fast, only snake juice. Perfect. So now after that long water fast, 6 days is getting pretty long, you know. Make sure you pound back some baking soda for sure when you come off that one, because it'll give your kidneys a good fucking... It'll alkalize the shit out of your kidneys. So pound back some baking soda for sure on that one. One time I did an 8-day water fast and I got up in the morning and ate like 2 kilos of fucking lasagna. The thing is, it didn't hurt me, but it didn't help me. Because that's not the way you want to come off a long fast on water or dry. Because you want to get the kidneys, you want them to relax and let go of those fucking solids. You want to let go of them solids and get rid of those lymph node issues. And you won't do that when you just pack back. The worst thing you can do is pack back a massive fucking meal. It's actually, in fact, it's harder to come off the fast. Like, I'm fucking dying. I wish I could just go in this fridge right now. I got all the fucking juices and everything in my fridge. You know? That I'm going to do after I break this shit. But I'm patient. The patience is the thing. And you guys keep me motivated. Because I'm seeing results. I'm seeing results from people. And it keeps me motivated to do a 7-day fast like this. If I was just doing it because, say if I was just some random person doing it and nobody knew about it, and I wasn't helping anybody, it would be fucking hard. It'd be fucking hard. Okay, but it makes it a lot easier when I got people kind of rooting for me, and, I got the Oilers scoring 5 fucking goals in the first period of this hockey game. But you know what I mean? It keeps me passionate. It keeps me in my purpose. Keeps me in my fucking purpose. You gotta have a reason. You gotta have purpose, or else it's very hard. And that's why I always grind people about aesthetics. Why are you losing the weight? Always reevaluate your purposes every morning when you wake up. Why the fuck are you losing the weight? Maybe you could write your kid's name down on the mirror in the bathroom, and you could say because you want to be able to keep up to your kid when you go running or jogging or whatever. Or you want to, there's all these things. Maybe you want to have a better relationship with your husband or wife. That's why you're stopping drinking booze. Or maybe you're getting fucking fat and they aren't, and they're losing physical attraction for you. Be strong in your fucking purpose. That's how you fucking get through. That's how you accomplish big things. And the only way to really find your purpose is by facing your fucking fears every goddamn day. Whether it's the smallest chicken shit fear. Even almost things that aren't even a fear. Something just getting out of bed. It's fuck, you fear getting up. Just get up. Today, when I went down to the lake, fuck, I was a little nervous. I felt like shit. I'm walking around slowly. I went down to the lake and I left my phone here, so I had nobody to call. There was no one down there. If I would have fainted or something, I was careful. I moved slow. I don't get up too quick. Shit like this. My head's super lightheaded at times. But that was a little fearful. I went down there and I took my shirt off and I did on the Titanic. And it was fucking awesome. And that's why I moved here. Because doing this long dry fast in the city would have fucking been so unnatural. Now I can just leave this house. I'll probably go down to the lake tomorrow morning again. If I'm up early, if I can't sleep again tonight, I'll definitely go down there in the morning for an hour and then come back up here and go to bed. And then I'll wake up. I forgot to do the baking soda when I broke my wet fast. You should always try to knock back some baking soda when you break longer fasts, right? Always knock that back. It is good. It is good. Baking soda, go Google the fucking benefits of baking soda. Fuck, for the cents that it costs, that shit is so fucking good for you. And remember that baking soda's got a lot of sodium in it, sodium bicarbonate. So if you knock back a bunch of baking soda, you can actually cut back on your pink salt on the day. I'm sitting at Vancouver Airport watching this right now. I wonder what people are thinking. They probably think I'm an asshole. I'm not an asshole, but I have to come across as aggressive because no one would fucking listen. There is some excellent coaches on the internet right now. The one guy, he's the Master Fast guy. His name's Louie. He's gold, but he is not hardcore enough verbally. And I'd love to meet him. Another guy is Jason Fung. Another guy, there's other guys on the internet that, that fucking Louie guy, this guy, he's got fucking experience. He's been fasting so hard since 1990. You gotta see some of the urine samples he's pulled out of his cleanses. It looks like fucking crude oil. There's so much sediment in the bottom of his piss. With his Master Fast cleanse. But this guy just doesn't, he's not as abrupt. Because I'm so shameless, I don't fucking care. And people might even watch me for entertainment value at the start. But still makes them watch my videos and they learn something. So it's kind of funny that way. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to go finish watching the fucking hockey game. Let's see here. How much baking soda? Yeah, like what I do with baking soda is I'll just knock a tablespoon back and throw it right in my mouth and then just chug a bunch of water. Okay? So everyone have a great night and stay tuned for next weekend and make sure you subscribe to this when I shut this off. Subscribe so then it just pops up. And I'll be finishing my dry fast up on Tuesday. I'm going to make like a half-hour video on YouTube about all my dry fast. I'm going to have all the pictures. I took pictures every fucking day. So you can just see me shrink. And I got the weights on the scale. And yeah, it'll be a good little video. So everyone have a great night. And get that fat in you. If you're fat. If you're fucking ripped, give me a shout and we can do a little bit different diet.